Under standard mapping, you use all 8 fingers, and each key has its own finger associated with it. Non-standard typists use fewer fingers, and they may use different fingers to type the same key. The difference is that standard typist, or somebody who's being taught under standard typing, has rules that say which finger goes with which key. Whereas the non-standard typist is flying by the seat of their pants. They're going by distance. They're just whichever is closest, whichever works best. We tested them under 3 conditions. We tested them under normal conditions where they could see their hands and the letters were visible on the keyboard. That's normal typing situations. And in normal typing, there were differences, but the differences weren't quite statistically significant, so that the standard typist typed 80 words a minute, which is fast, but the non-standard typist typed 72 words a minute. When you remove the visibility of the keyboard, we had them type on blank keys, and that slowed down the non-standard typist, and it increased their error rate. And then we covered the keyboard with a box so they couldn't see the keys or their fingers, and that slowed them down even more and increased error rate even more. But with the standard typists, they weren't affected very much at all by these manipulations. You could make the keyboard blank and it wouldn't matter. You could cover their hands and it wouldn't matter. It depends on the context. If you're just making stuff up, composing an email, no problem. You can be a non-standard typist and you'll do just as well. If you have to copy something, which is actually a rare activity these days, so if your eyes have to be off of the keyboard, then you're going to be impaired. There will be advantages associated with making the same response consistently when you're trying to strike the same key. There will be advantages that come from using more fingers that you can enjoy if you train on the standard mapping. This generalizes to other kinds of skills like playing guitar or playing piano, and I guess what this recommends is learning good technique. So you want if you want to have as much consistency as you can in the fingerings that you use on the guitar. And you want to use as many fingers as you can to minimize the movement that you have to do and increase your speed. I think that this is just the background that you can build on. Great authors are not great authors because they type well, but typing lets them get through the business of writing without having to get lost in the details of how their fingers are moving or the physical medium that they're trying to write in.